Hey everybody, welcome to Cougar Talk with Brigham and Jax. I am Brigham and this is Jax. How you doing, Jax? You good? Good. Alright, so today we're going to talk about BYU's game this past weekend against North Alabama. As expected, BYU destroyed them. Like I talked about in last week's video, North Alabama is an FCS team and BYU is an FBS team, which just means they belong in a conference of more of the big teams, where FCS is kind of they're Division I, but they're different. They're in different brackets. So anyways, so it was kind of expected. FCS just doesn't have as much firepower as BYU, and BYU's having a really good season. They're a really good team. So let's get into it. All right. So BYU is now 9-0. The game score was 66-14. Offensively, in terms of total offense, BYU had 555 yards. And it was really almost perfectly matched if you look at it. Passing yards, they had 277. Rushing, they had 278. So pretty evenly matched. Just a great game overall. The reason they didn't have more passing yards is they were up 42-7 at halftime. So they took out pretty much all their starters at halftime and ran the ball a lot more in the second half. Defensively, North Alabama got 361 yards, 305 of those were passing, and 56 of those were rushing. So North Alabama had a lot more yardage and moved the ball a lot more than I thought, but BYU stopped them when they needed to and were able to keep them to 14 points. So BYU's defense played really well and the offense played really well. Like I said, the starters were pulled pretty much at halftime, so in the second half it was good. A lot of the backup guys got a lot of good playing time. So as you see, my player of the game I wrote NA just because nobody really played a full game, so I didn't feel like I could choose a player of the game. But I wanted to show you my favorite play of the game was a deep ball from Zach Wilson to Dax Milne, and it was just a dime. So we'll go ahead and play that.
37 offense. Zach looking around, has all day. Now goes deep for Milne. Dax has got it all the way down to the 17. This is back-to-back ridiculous throws. And this throw, he's looking to his left, and then he comes back and spots Dax Milne late. And that is perfectly thrown. 58 yards for Milne. On that...
All right. So that was one of my favorite plays of the game. Zach Wilson's looking around, can't find anything, and then finds Dax Milne for the 58-yard throw. That was pretty cool. So now on to the season. So as of right now, BYU only has one game left, which is on December 12th against San Diego State. But they have an open date on December 5th and an open date on December 19th. So hopefully they can schedule 2 more games. But overall in the season, scoring offense, they are scoring or averaging 47.6 points per game, which ranks 4th in the country. That's awesome. In terms of defense, they're only allowing 13.9 points per game, which is 5th in the country. So top 5 in both those categories. That's pretty incredible. We love that. So offensively, we are averaging 535.8 yards per game, which ranks 7th in the country. We love that, don't we, Jax? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And then defensively, they're only allowing 293.3 yards per game, which is also 7th in the country. So BYU is killing it. We're top 10 in all 4 of those categories. And also in the AP ranking, we are still at number 8. But I wanted to explain the new rankings. So last night, the college football playoff rankings came out, and like I explained in a previous video, the AP rankings are usually the most important ranking. That's what everyone sees BYU as. So like if BYU is 8th in the AP poll, but they're 10th in another poll, people still are going to say BYU is 8th because the AP poll is the one that matters, right? But now the college football playoff ranking is out. That ranking, that poll takes over all the other polls. So now BYU is whatever the college football playoff poll says, okay? And that poll determines, obviously, who gets in the playoff at the end of the year and who gets into one of the big bowl games. I know, I'm upset too. Jax is upset because we were 8th in the AP poll, and then last night BYU bumped all the way back to 14th in the college football playoff poll. So it's disappointing. Everyone was pretty surprised. We'll see. I mean, there's still time for BYU to move up, but they're going to need to schedule a game on December 5th or December 19th in order to move up. Usually the top 12 teams go to what they call a New Year's Six bowl game, which is just one of the big important bowl games, and we hope that BYU can go to that. But yeah, I mean, BYU is having a great season. It's still obviously a great time to be a Cougar, and we hope that they can move up in this ranking and that we can be in a good spot at the end of the year. So we'll see if we can schedule a couple more teams, and we'll see what they can do. But thank you for watching Cougar Talk with Brigham and Jax. I'm Brigham, and this is Jax, and we'll see you next week.